Say hi. Say hi. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today's video is a bit different. It is just going to be a sit down video, and I am going to update all of you on my health and like an overall life update and what is going to happen next. So if you are a current viewer and subscriber, you may have noticed in some of my vlogs, I have brought up that I have been struggling a bit with my mental health, and at my last checkup appointment, my thyroid was enlarged and I needed to do blood work and ultrasounds and all of that. So this video is just going to recap all of that and kind of give you guys an update. I know I have gotten quite a few DMs on Instagram and messages, and thank you all for reaching out and for caring. And so I just wanted to share this video just to give an overall update. If this happens to be the first video of mine that you are seeing, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany and I am a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. And here on my channel, I do post a variety of content, mainly vlogs that incorporate shopping hauls, cleaning motivation, laundry motivation, cooking, and recipes, pretty much all motherhood and lifestyle content. So if you would like to see more content from me, please hit that red subscribe button down below and the notification bell, and so that you're notified every time I post, which is typically Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So just to recap, about a month ago, I went to my regular doctor for an overall well exam, and during that exam, she noticed my thyroid was enlarged and I needed to get blood work done and an ultrasound. So I don't remember if I actually updated all of you, but my blood work was completely normal. All of my thyroid levels were in normal range, as well as everything else that they do in like an overall well exam blood test. And so then the following week after that, I went in for my ultrasound, and that also was negative for anything concerning. I do have cysts and nodules throughout on both sides of my thyroid, but none are big enough to raise any concern. So they said to follow up in 5 years on my ultrasound. Of course, I'm happy that there is nothing going on with my thyroid, but I just don't like that it's enlarged, and now I have no answers as to why. So that is a little bit bothersome, but I think I've touched base on this, that I have real severe anxiety when I go to the doctors, because I feel like this is always the same thing. Like if I ever have any concerns, it's always dismissed as, you are completely fine, there's nothing wrong, move on. And this time I went into this appointment completely thinking I'm well, and they bring up a concern, and then I do all these testing and spend all this money for them to say, you know, you're completely fine, move on. So that's that. The thyroid is not an issue. So we are going to just move on from that. And now my main focus is taking back my mental health. I posted a video quite a while ago, I don't even know how long ago, about my struggles with mental illness and my story around being diagnosed with BPD, or borderline personality disorder. I will link that video down below in case you want to watch it or care to know more about it. This video, I'm not going to go into any like real detail about what I've been going through, because I don't want it to be triggering for anybody. So I've just kind of backslidden. I have done years of therapy, and I have been on countless medications, and I have not been in any therapy or on any medications since 2019. I felt well enough over the last like year and a half, I would say maybe, to not need any of those. And then over the past almost a year, I have backslidden and realized that it was finally time for me to reach out for help again. And I have no shame in that. I think that there is a stigma around people with mental illness. They easily get judged, and if you are struggling, definitely reach out for help. There is help out there, and you don't have to have any shame to reach out for help. I think that therapy is a great tool for anyone and everyone. You do not have to have a mental illness to seek therapy and get benefits from it. Just being honest. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling. My mind is all over the place. I don't know why. I'm holding a lot of anxiety to even sit down and film this video. It's kind of weird because I film all the time, my daily life for vlogs, and never have much anxiety, and for some reason I'm having a lot of anxiety for this video. So I apologize if it is a little wishy-washy all over the place. So I finally got the courage to reach out for help. I went to a psychiatrist and did like an overall intake evaluation, and we talked about the symptoms that I'm having, what's bothering me, and what is going to be the next step. So before I even scheduled an appointment with the psychiatrist, I wanted to find an office that offered ketamine treatments as well as TMS treatments. You guys might wonder what each of these treatments are. So I'm going to talk about ketamine first. I am just reading it off of like Google. It's so I can explain it better. Ketamine was originally found in the 1960s, and it was an anesthesia for medicine. It was an anesthesia medicine for animals. Then the FDA approved it as an anesthetic for people in the 1970s, usually used in war during the wartime. But now it's being proven to work in individuals who suffer from depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So the ketamine infusions are given through the IV, and at the clinic that I'm going to, it'll be a series of 6 sessions, 3 a week. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, that is my schedule. And you will be sitting in a chair with the IV. You are monitored by a nurse the entire time, and you are given the ketamine medication for 40 minutes total. It's not entirely clear how ketamine works because it exerts an antidepressant effect through a new mechanism. Ketamine may be able to help people successfully manage depression when other treatments have not worked. So I have been on several different SSRIs, which are antidepressants. I've been on a few other mood stabilizers, and I've been on several anti-anxiety medications, all of which have not worked, not been covered by insurance, caused lots of side effects, and just wasn't for me. That's why I wanted to find a clinic that offered ketamine and TMS. So again, I'm doing 6 IV infusion treatments, and after that, I am really hoping to see a huge improvement. And it is common to need boosters at the very most once a month. So that means that you may need to go back to the clinic and do 1 treatment once a month or less. So I'm not going to know until I finish the treatments, but my hope is that doing the treatments, the ketamine, I'll be in a much better place, much more stable, happy, just good feeling place. Enjoy life, wake up, not dreading it, not feeling just this black cloud over me. I want it gone, and I want to be a better mom and a better wife, and I want to be better for me as well. So this treatment, this ketamine IV treatment infusions that I am doing are not covered by insurance. They are FDA approved, but for off-label, which if you have mental illness or know someone who does and takes medications, a lot of them are FDA approved for off-label. So the insurance did not cover ketamine. So for my 6 treatments, I had to pay $2,100 upfront, which might seem like a lot, but for me and for Josh, we both agreed that it has an 80% chance of working, that it was worth it. We are both ready to have Brittany back, and we're just both ready to live a life that we once had when I was more stable. I was telling myself I was not going to get emotional during this. Okay. This clinic also offers something that is called Spravato, which is just like ketamine, but it is not infused via IV. It is actually a nasal mist. And this one is actually covered by insurance. So I have a pre-authorization working right now between the clinic and my insurance, so that if I am approved and I happen to need boosters after this ketamine infusion therapy, I will be able to use the Spravato, and it will be covered by my insurance, and I just have to pay the deductible or copay or however that's going to work out. But I am thankful to have that option. When I originally went in the clinic, I did not want to do ketamine. I wanted to do Spravato since it was covered by insurance, but the pre-authorization takes 3 to 5 weeks, and if they deny it, then the appeal process takes about 6 weeks. And like I said, I'm ready to get back to being me and healthier me. So Josh and I both decided that doing the ketamine and paying up front was going to be more beneficial for all of us as a whole, me, Josh, and our kids. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I do plan to document my entire series of ketamine. I think I'll probably break it up into the first 3 and then the second 3. So, and I should be able to explain more about what ketamine is and how I do on each session. It's basically described as a ride, like as a magical ride, when you are doing the infusions. So I'm excited to document that and to share that. So definitely stay tuned if that is something that you're interested in, either for yourself or a loved one. Stay tuned for those videos coming next week, and then probably a part 2 the week after. The second therapy that I mentioned, or treatment, is NeuroStar TMS, which is Transcranial Magnetic Stimulation. It is a non-invasive therapy that uses targeted magnet pulses to stimulate areas of the brain that are underactive in people suffering from depression. So it is non-drug, non-invasive, FDA cleared technology, no medication side effects, covered by most insurances. So this is another therapy that I've been quite interested in because it is no medication and no side effects, and it is proven to work and heal people who are suffering. And I also have a pre-approval or pre-authorization working through my insurance with the clinic. Currently, I have not heard anything yet, but I'm really crossing my fingers that I do get approved. Usually with this, with the TMS, with the ketamine, you usually have to have 2 failed SSRIs, and I believe with the TMS you have to have 4 failed SSRI attempts over your lifetime pretty much, and I think I had 6 or 7 of them. I can't remember. I had to, dig out my past and like remember each one I've tried and how long and how many years or what years it was. Anyways, so I'm really, really hoping that I also get approved to do this TMS treatment, because I think the combined ketamine treatment, the TMS treatment, and my therapy, I just have this bright light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm working so hard to get there. I really just, I'm hopeful. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time. And I forgot to mention, with the ketamine treatments, I cannot drive afterwards because it is similar to an anesthesia. Your brain can be foggy. So Josh has to actually take me there. They do say that your driver has to stay there, but they did say that Josh can leave and go work for a little bit and then come back and pick me up. So it's going to be a difficult 6 days that I'm going to be doing this, but you know, I have the support of Josh, and I'm so thankful for that. And anyways, so I forgot to mention that with ketamine, but that's part of it. So for the TMS, it is a little bit longer of a treatment span versus the ketamine, which is 2 weeks. TMS will be 5 days a week for 6 weeks long, so 30 treatments total. But they are much shorter. The ketamines are around like an hour and a half to 2 hours that you're there at the clinic, and the TMS are about 20 to 30 minutes that you're there. So a little bit less time each day, but overall it's going to be like a lot. So part of doing these treatments, my psychiatrist said I must be enrolled into therapy, because while you do ketamine, it can bring up some memories, some past, and that I needed to write down each vision that I had in each session, how it made me feel, and then I need to go to a therapist and talk it out. So I was able to find a therapist who got me in right away, and I saw her last week, and she was phenomenal, and I felt like we had a good connection, because I've been to therapists before where just the connection was not there and it didn't work out. So I'm glad to say that I had a great connection with her. So with this therapist, we are going to be working on discussing my ketamine treatments and what I write in my journal, as well as like CBT, which is cognitive behavioral health therapy, or cognitive behavioral therapy, which I've done before, and then EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, which I have done that as well before, and that was really helpful. So like I said, I have a huge bright light at the end of the tunnel that I want to get to, and the support of Josh, the support of my psychiatrist team, and the support of my therapist, I am feeling so hopeful and determined to take back my health. That is the overall update on my health and what treatments I am going to be doing. And I do really appreciate all of you for clicking on this video to watch. I am not quitting YouTube. That is another question that I've gotten a few times. I am not quitting YouTube. However, the content might be a little bit different, because like I mentioned before, I do plan to document these ketamine treatments as well as my TMS treatments. And going to therapy and treatments are now a part of my daily life, weekly life. Like, this is it. But I do still plan to share my regular day in the life vlogs, cleaning motivation, cooking and recipes. All of my normal content I still plan to share here on my channel. I'm just going to incorporate some of these videos as well. And even if you can't relate to these, or maybe you don't struggle yourself, or you don't have anybody in your life that does, I would still really greatly appreciate the support if you can still watch my videos and leave me some comments and encouragement, because I overall really do love making YouTube videos, and I have made so many friends and so many connections. So that is going to be it for this video, an overall life and health update, and what's to come on my future channel. I hope that you guys stick around for my normal content, even if there's going to be some medical treatments or experiences shared here and there. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope everyone is doing well. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.